Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to Tony the Technician channel, and today we're going to be going into a product sent to me by Hinoy. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's a good question. It's an Amazon product, and if you've watched any of my previous videos, you might have seen a video that I did on the Tack Life jump starter, and that is the one that I constantly keep in my car for emergencies, along with an air compressor. But today we're going to do an unboxing and first look at this jump starter pack, and then later I will do a comparison video in between this and my Tack Life one to show you the similarities and differences and pros and cons, and then I'll actually do a video of this in use. You guys have already seen me do jump starter pack. You know, I'm not going to drain my battery on my car or anything. It's basically just hooking it up and turning the power on and starting your car. Simple enough. All you do is red to positive and black to negative. Very simple. But it is a nice hard case. Very well made actually. And it comes set up very similar to the Tack Life one. I'm pretty sure I want to say that they come from the same factory. But let's get into the contents. So up here is going to be all of your accessories that go with the jump pack. And you got this kind of protective sleeve or, you know, flap. And then down here is the actual jump pack. And then you also have the instructions and stuff and the layout and all of that with all the information. But it's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, on here you have 1000 peak amps, 12 volt power supply, and then you just have this information here. And it is a LCD screen, which is kind of nice. And then you got your warnings on the back, and then some of the information. So you see it's at 18,000 milliamps, so it's a little bit bigger than my Tack Life, which is 16,500. This is starting current of 400 amps, peak current 1000 amps. It has an output port for 5 volts at 2 amps, 12 volts at 10 amps, and an input of 15 volts at 1 amp. So besides that, this will be good for gasoline engines up to 6.5 liters and then 3.0 liter diesels. It's also good for marine and motorcycle and all of that. And it says it will jump a battery 15 to 30 times before having to recharge. But these aren't just good for jump starting. They're also good as just power packs, whether you need to charge your laptop, your cell phone, whether you need to hook up your portable air compressor because your battery is dead and your tire's flat. Well, that you're having a bad day at that point. But let's get into the accessories that come with it. So first up, your car charger for the device. This is the adapter, so you can plug it in, and then let's say you need your air compressor and your battery's dead as well. You can plug it in here, or whatever device that you have that's just the outlet like this, the portable one, instead of the house outlet. And then you have your normal wall outlet charger. Then you have this nifty little device, and this actually comes with the 3 nowadays most commonly used adapters to charge your phones and or laptops or iPads or anything like that. Like we all know, the micro USB. If it'll focus, just like that. And then you have the lightning cable for your iPhones. And then you have the new micro USB-C, and this is good for many laptops nowadays, the newer iPads, the new Samsungs, the new Pixels. They all use this USB-C. So that tells you at least they're up to date with this and they've included that. So that's a really nice touch. Really glad that's included. And then the clamps, I'll show a comparison between this and Tack Life in another video where this end is a little bit different. But you do have a nice heavy duty gauge. Is that 8 gauge? Wire or cable, and then plastic clamps. They seem to be made fairly decent. the cables seem to be secured pretty nicely, so that's the main thing. And then the teeth. So that's what really matters. Looks like it'll hold up, especially if you're just using it for emergencies. But looking at the device, simple enough. Up here, you got the port where you would plug in to jump start. And it's nice that all of these have rubber caps over them just in case you're working in the rain or anything like that. The output 12 volts at 10 amps, output 5 volts at 2 amps. It's a USB. And then the input 15 volts at 1 amp. And then you got a flashlight up top too. Looking at the display, you have a button here for the flashlight, power button, and a boost button. So for the flashlight, it automatically turns the device on, and battery life is at 79%. Let me see if I can get you guys a better view. So the flashlight's on right now. And then if you click it again, it says flash. So it's just flashing. And then it says SOS, so it's Morse code. Fantastic. All right, and then light off. So it says USB 12 volt on, 79% battery. And then when you connect the battery cables or whatever you're connecting to it, it will actually tell you, you're connected with the cables, anything like that. So when you go ahead, it'll tell you to go ahead and jump start. Simple as that. And before you do use this, you want to charge it to 100% and then use it until it's completely dead. But if you have it in your vehicle, I'd say if you haven't used it within 3 months, go ahead, check it, recharge it if need be. There will be some drainage on them, I'm sure, like most devices. But other than that, it self shuts off once you don't touch it anymore. And then the power button turns it on, but for some reason doesn't shut it off. I'm guessing the power button's just in case it shuts off while you're trying to jump start, you just hit the power button. But it's just weird that it doesn't shut the device off. But overall, I think it's a fairly nice device. It's a plastic case with a rubber kind of sleeve around it, so it is drop resistant, and it's not going to be contacting any metal or making any sparks or anything like that, so that's nice. And the hardware that comes with it, or the accessories, is really nice. That USB-C is a really nice touch. But overall, I think it's a pretty nice device. I think it ranges around $90. I'll link it down in the description for you guys. But please stay tuned for the comparison between that and my Tack Life Jump Starter Pack. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.